Hey guys, what's up? Working on the Supra again. So I got the shifter installed for the Collins, and gotta get rid of this, the 5-speed. Anyways, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I don't know if you could see that, but like, watch. See if you can see it on here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I don't know if you see how close. So let's try again. Neutral. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm really shaky on the camera, but if you guys see how close that is, like, holy cow. And then reverse, so let's look at this. Here's, that's sixth, reverse. Sixth, reverse. See how close that is? And there's no, there's no reverse lockout. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I mean, I like tight gears, but this is a whole new level. And like crazy sauce new level. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And then reverse, which obviously the transmission's not held down by anything. But yeah, that's a little scary. Anyways, cd009, just finishing up the swap. Got the sleeve installed, got the housing, just had to tighten up those last couple bolts. I ran out of Loctite because I'm Loctiting everything because, well, I'm paranoid. Got the ACT clutch. This is actually, so when you do the Collins upgrade, I had a lot of questions about this. It's actually the stage 4 is the ACT 350Z clutch. So it is nothing special between the pressure plate and the clutch. It is all just 350Z. Anyways, and then that's just a T56 throwout bearing. But yeah, so if you guys wanted to get a different clutch, I think you have to stay single because there's not enough clearance. Another thing I didn't know I had to do when I was doing the install was all of the ribs here. So see how it kind of dents in or whatever, right there for the bolt. So all of those you have to grind down. You don't have to grind them down that much. You're just taking off the corner basically. I saw another video where someone kind of went all the way through. You don't have to do that. Like you can see, I just kind of smoothed it out. There's still lots of material there. Already checked for clearance and it's clearing. But yeah, everything went smooth. Oh, another thing is when you're cutting this, so I cut it right on the rib. And I found that a couple of the spots, so like right here, there's a brace that goes right behind that rib. So you can cut it on that line, that's fine. But the rib behind it, I don't know if you can see, but there's like no clearance already. But anyways, if that rib was still there inside, it would hit. So you have to, where those ribs are, same with this side over here. There was a rib on the inside. So I had to cut it. I don't know, you can't really see it. It's right behind this. So the points where this recesses in, you have to cut that rib out, because even if you flush it up to that first line, or the second line in the bell housing, it won't clear. It will hit that. Other than that, no big deal. I thought the cut was going to be a nightmare. It was super easy, other than just the only thing I had to correct was that, because it was hitting and it clearly wasn't going to be good. I mean, you can see how tight I got it anyways. I mean, like there is a fingernail, maybe a little more than a fingernail worth of space. So when they say cut in front of that rib, do so, but you have to cut out the extra little spot. Other than that, super easy. Overall, the Collins kit, the adapter plate was super nice. Driveline looks good. The shifter, that's really tight. I mean, we'll see once I get in the car and we'll figure it out from there, but I mean, that's really tight. Especially that sixth and reverse. I mean, reverse, you can definitely tell you're going into reverse because you're going way over and down. Well, not way over, but down enough. Anyways, we'll see what happens. But that's not going to work anymore. Nope, no more R154. So I got to get a new 6-speed shifter because that just isn't right. Anyways, yeah. Grinding bell housing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, the mount. So the trans mount. I know, isn't this great? Put on top of a trash can. The trans mount that comes with it. I had to drill it out. It was not adequate for the bolts that were provided. So I had to drill it out. Also had to chase the threads on a few things. Not a big deal, but some of the bolts, the threads came in and they were kind of just not very nice. They were just kind of sloppy. So I did that, got that all squared away. Just cleaning up the block. One thing I did with the block was, I'm AEM. Actually, I'm running AEM version 1. But one of the things I did was, and then also I'm running precision injectors. Oh, if you can see them. Anyways, so one thing I did was had to run a resistor box before. I had that mounted on the firewall, and I just thought it looked crummy. So I rewired it, put it over here. Another thing I did was igniter. I don't know if you can, I can't even see it down there. Let's see if I turn on the light. Anyways, igniter down there, back there. And there's a couple plugs I still have to do, but yeah, igniter is there now. It's off the block like 3 inches or so. It's mounted on a little bracket. And then I put map sensor underneath. So that's going to be nice. But yeah, it cleaned up the space a lot. Looks messy when you're all zoomed in, but from back here it looks great. And then also, this isn't even part of it. And these actually go up here. They're just not mounted yet. But yeah, so basically pretty clean. So if I need to get access to the underneath there, and I turn the camera sideways so you guys get to turn your head with it, that'll be fun. Anyways, yeah, so I will have nothing on my firewall. Next thing I'm gonna have to do is, obviously I have front face intake manifold, and I had the power steering mounted over here. So I used to have igniter, power steering, and then map sensor. What a cluster. Oh, and then another thing I had was my little vacuum block for my blow-off valve and all that stuff. I had that mounted on the back of the firewall on the driver's side. That's now going to be mounted directly under, right next to the resistor box for the injectors. Yeah, I had a battery explode. So that's mostly just off the stuff. But yeah, not even explode. It was just, I bought this battery from Interstate from Costco, and I had it for like a week, started leaking acid. Took it back, and then thought it was fine, come back and look, and it had been leaking out the top every time I went around a corner or something, and I didn't see it because it went right past my battery box. The battery box sits in here. But yeah, it was leaking right over the back and dribbling down here. Not very much, but enough over the course of like 6 months that it did that. So not terribly impressed with the Interstate batteries from Costco right now. But, another thing I'm doing is I'm going to be running new fuel lines. I'm probably not going to be able to get it done right now. Yeah, this is a disaster. There's AC and power steering. I'm going to also rebuild the steering rack because the boots are ripped and that sort of thing. Doesn't leak yet, but I'm going to pull it apart and either replace it or just reboot it and that sort of thing. Make sure all the seals are good. But yeah, and I'm going to have to clean up all this because there's battery acid all over it. So I'm going to have to sand it all down and primer it and paint it. I'm not going to do anything crazy, just enough to clean it up so it's not rusty. But yeah, that is a huge bummer, huge bummer. And then the rest of the car is filthy because, well, it's been sitting in the garage forever. It needs to come out since last summer. But yep, that's the cd009. Do you guys have any experience with these? From what I understand, the Collins kit comes with excessive racing. That's all this is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that whole, I don't know. I really like tight ratios on the transmission, like the tight shift ratios. So maybe I'll like that. Who knows? The other thing I had done prior to this is I have the GS400 rear diff, which mates up a whole heck of a lot better with the cd009 than the W58 rear end would have. So it's already pretty well geared for this. I do need to get an LSD for it though. Still open diff, and I'm going to be pushing way too much power for that. So another future mod, but we only have so much money, right? Yeah. Anyways, that is the brief overview on the Collins kit. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be doing this probably on my GS300 as well. So it's not quite there. This will be going in tonight. So look forward to driving it. I'll give you guys a view of the first test drive. Talk to you later.